So we're just gonna pretend like we haven't been gone for over a month. Alright, cool. Roll the intro. My name is Ian Eltron. I'm an alien from the planet Grencha. So in the last episode, which was a little while ago, we talked about the first friend I made, David. Then our channel got hacked, but we changed some passwords, got it back. So now, finally, we're going to talk about someone that plays a very important role in this whole process, and that is Regina. So after meeting up with David, I spoke to 6'2" on the phone. So I have this small recording device in my pocket that I carry with me at all times so he can hear everything that's going on. So David's plan was to go to a bar called Shooters. Now, after speaking with 6'2", he said he did a little research on this place and other bars in the area and wanted me to go to Bud's. He said that there was a better chance of me meeting a single woman at Bud's due to the ratio of single women that go there and that go to Shooters. And I really had no reason to question him. So I texted David, asked if we could go to Bud's, and he was completely cool with it. So Friday rolls around, and I meet up with David there, and I meet Alex, his wife, for the first time. Now, by this time, I had done a lot more research into casual conversation, so I think I'd mastered the art.
Yes, so not even close, really.
So after he introduced me, we went and got a table, and a waitress came to take our order. We got nachos for the table, and David and Alex got a beer. I ordered a water. But David stopped me.
I'm not usually one to pressure people into drinking, but I thought it would loosen him up. At least just a little bit. A little drink can't hurt. But, I was responsible, I was going to get him an Uber if he got too tipsy or became dangerous, got to look out for people like that, so, we're all responsible here, as friends.
So, I let David convince me to get a beer. You know what they say, when in Rome, do what the Roman people do. Is that right? Doesn't sound right. So I was kind of scanning the room, looking at people, and I saw this one girl, and she looked very sad. I asked David if he knew who she was. He informed me that was Regina. He knew her, went to school with her, but really wasn't good friends with her, but said she was pretty nice. I said, maybe I'll go talk to her, and he stopped me there and he said, why don't you have a beer first? Get you a little liquid courage. So, I had a beer. And let me tell you something. I am what people would call a lightweight. We don't have alcohol in Grencha because we don't have any need for it. So after one beer, I was already feeling tipsy. I don't get the term liquid courage because I feel like alcohol is more of a hindrance than anything. But anyway, after that, I walked over to her table and sat across from her. She looked up and I said, hi, my name's Ian Eltron. And she said, hi, I'm Regina.
So I guess my story starts when I was young. I was born here in West Virginia. My dad left when I was born and I've never met him. My mom left me when I was 5 and I was put into foster care. I always thought that my mom would come back. I scoured the internet trying to find her, but no luck. I was able to stay here in West Virginia. I went to college and am now a music teacher at an elementary school. I broke up with this guy a few days ago, who I was dating for 2 years. It just wasn't going anywhere. My best friend convinced me to go out with her so I could get a rebound guy, but I'm not really that rebound type of person. When I met Ian, I thought he was odd, but I felt some kind of connection. It wasn't a romantic connection, but I felt like I could really talk to him about anything. So I gave him my number.
So even though I didn't get a date, I made a new friend, and I was happy with that. And even though I didn't have any emotions, I felt a connection. And don't get me wrong, David was my best friend, but I felt like I could open up more to Regina if I needed to. At the time, I didn't know what it was. Maybe she just had one of those types of personalities that people feel comfortable confiding in. But of course, I would never tell her, the big secret. So when I got back to the table, David had seen that she wrote down her number, and he was excited. He was like, "Yeah, it's our boy Ian getting her number." I was like, "Yeah, she said she wants to be friends." And automatically he just went, "Ooh, friend zoned." I just kind of looked at him confused. I was like, what do you mean by friend zoned? He said, she just friend zoned you. Once again, I gave him a confused look, and he said, "Let me guess, they don't have a friend zone in Seattle." I said, "I guess not." So he said it's when a guy asks a girl out, and she says she just wants to be friends. I didn't see how that was a bad thing. I made a new friend, which was good, right? Once again, it was that human emotion thing that I just couldn't connect with.
I had to admire Ian a little bit. A lot of guys get dejected when they get rejected by a girl, but he didn't. He was just happy to make a new friend, and there's not that many people like that out there anymore, so he's done well.
So we spent a few more hours just talking, drinking, and he was right. The alcohol did loosen me up, but not having full control of all my senses made me a little bit uneasy. I knew after that I wasn't going to be drinking again. After we were done, we were all fairly intoxicated and we ordered Ubers to get a ride home. Now, I was glad that I made a new friend, don't get me wrong, but I still didn't meet the objective of finding a date, which was becoming increasingly difficult. That was until I met the one person that changed that changed everything, really. In the next episode, we're going to talk about Katie.